In the world of NFL news, few stories this offseason have generated more buzz than the swirling developments surrounding three of the league's most dominant defensive forces: T.J. Watt of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Trey Hendrickson of the Cincinnati Bengals, and Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys. The offseason might seem like a calm between storms, but this year, it's anything but, with each headline pointing to massive shakeups, contract holdouts, and team-altering decisions that could echo deep into the 2025 regular season. Let's begin with the face of the Steelers' defense, linebacker T.J. Watt. Watt is no stranger to elite-level performance, having won the NFL Defensive Player of the Year award and continuously ranking among the top pass rushers in the league. But recently, his absence from organized team activities, or OTAs, has sparked significant speculation in the media. Why would a player so central to the Steelers' success opt out of these crucial preseason team activities? The answer seems to lie in a combination of strategic business decisions and contract uncertainty. While no official trade announcement has been made, insiders suggest the Steelers are at least entertaining the idea of moving Watt to gain flexibility under the salary cap. Remember, Watt is due to make over $21 million this season, and his cap hit exceeds $30 million. For a team that's attempting to retool and compete in an increasingly competitive AFC North, moving such a high-value asset might make business sense, even if it shocks fans emotionally. But trading Watt is easier said than done. His leadership, production, and role as the emotional center of the Steelers' defense cannot be replicated easily. Moreover, trading him would be a massive PR gamble. Yet, what if the Steelers are thinking long-term? What if the goal isn't just playoff appearances, but building a sustainable, younger roster? There's also talk of the Steelers eyeing a veteran quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, being mentioned in speculative circles, which makes the situation even murkier. Would the Steelers offload Watt in a cap-clearing move to secure a superstar QB, and finally break through the offensive struggles that have haunted them for years? Nothing is off the table. While the Steelers remain tight-lipped, fans and analysts are dissecting every move, every statement, and every training session or lack thereof for clues about Watt's future in Pittsburgh. Moving on to Cincinnati, another defensive star making waves is Trey Hendrickson. After posting an astonishing 17.5 sacks last season, leading the NFL and solidifying his status as one of the top edge rushers, Hendrickson is making headlines for reasons beyond his on-field dominance. He's in the middle of a full-blown contract standoff with the Bengals. Despite having 1 year left on his current deal, worth $15.8 million, Hendrickson believes his production demands a re-evaluation of his market value, and who can blame him? When you're leading the league in sacks and showing up big in clutch moments, you expect to be paid like an elite. But the Bengals, known for their conservative approach to cap management, are hesitant. They've already committed massive funds to Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and other key pieces. Adding a long-term deal for Hendrickson could strain their cap structure and limit future flexibility. Still, losing a player like Hendrickson or risking him sitting out could be disastrous. He's already skipped voluntary workouts and OTAs, and the pressure is mounting as the June mandatory minicamp approaches. The Bengals must ask themselves, is it worth jeopardizing a key part of their pass rush for the sake of cap preservation? Hendrickson's camp has reportedly made it clear no new deal, no play. The standoff could turn into a holdout or, even worse, trade demands. In a division as competitive as the AFC North, where every edge rusher makes a difference, can the Bengals really afford to take that risk? Now, let's shift the spotlight to Dallas, where Micah Parsons, one of the most explosive young talents in the league, is waiting patiently but not too patiently for his big payday. The Cowboys are no strangers to star power and big contracts. But when it comes to Parsons, this negotiation feels different. Since entering the league, he's been a revelation, earning Pro Bowl nods, All-Pro honors, and even Defensive Player of the Year votes, all before turning 26. He's more than just a linebacker, he's a game-changer, capable of disrupting offenses in multiple ways. His versatility, speed, and instincts make him a nightmare for quarterbacks and a blessing for defensive coordinators. But like Hendrickson, Parsons is watching the market closely. He knows that every sack, every tackle for loss, and every game-changing play adds zeros to his future paycheck. Initial talks between the Cowboys and Parsons camp reportedly took place in March, but since then, things have gone quiet. Too quiet. For a team that's usually proactive in locking up its stars, the silence has raised eyebrows. Is Jerry Jones playing the long game? Or is he concerned about committing elite money to a player still on his rookie deal? Either way, Parsons is aware of his value, and he won't come cheap. He's been attending parts of the offseason program, but his attendance at June's mandatory minicamp is uncertain. The Cowboys must act before this turns into another long, drawn-out saga like we've seen with other high-profile players. One thing is certain, waiting too long could cost them more, both in dollars and in locker room trust. As these three contract stories develop, Watt's mystery absence, Hendrickson's aggressive stance, and Parsons' growing leverage, we're reminded that football, as much as it is a sport, is also a business. Each of these players represents more than just talent. They symbolize team identity, defensive integrity, and championship aspirations. For Pittsburgh, Watt is the emotional core of the franchise. For Cincinnati, Hendrickson is the engine of their pass rush. And for Dallas, Parsons may well be the future face of the entire organization. Their fates could impact playoff races, coaching strategies, and front office reputations. So what should fans expect next? For TJ Watt, keep your eyes on Pittsburgh's quarterback situation. If the Steelers pull the trigger on a high-profile QB like Rodgers, don't be shocked if Watt is moved to clear space. For Hendrickson, the situation is more black and white. Pay him or prepare for chaos. The Bengals have a winning window now, and losing defensive pressure could derail everything. As for Micah Parsons, Dallas must avoid the slow burn scenario that leads to bitterness or trade rumors. He's worth every dollar, and securing him now shows confidence in your future. Across the league, these situations will influence other contracts, team strategies, and even upcoming draft plans. Young defenders watching how Watt, Hendrickson, and Parsons navigate this offseason will learn how to approach their own negotiations. This is more than a trio of player stories. This is the evolution of NFL team building in real time. The stakes are high, and the clock is ticking. As the season draws nearer, every skipped practice, every front office quote, and every social media post from these players will be dissected for clues. Are they staying? Are they going? Or are they simply fighting for what they've earned? Only time will tell. Until then, stay tuned right here, because as always, we'll break it all down play by play, dollar by dollar. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the NFL's most dramatic offseason yet.